one of the great things about being able to come here was really just being able to explore and expand my knowledge further about the Korean art scene and particularly contemporary dance.
Well, I was hoping that I would see a lot of work, lots of contemporary theatre and also dance. I'm very interested in dance, although
we're here to make contact with artists and venues, and we're here to stimulate artistic connections and potential collaborations for the future. So it's all about finding out who the key artists here and trying to make connections.
I think it's been quite interesting hearing people's artist development programs and residency programs that are going on in the different venues, and speaking to people and hearing that the issues that they're trying to overcome and things that they're trying to grow are actually quite similar to us in the Northeast as a region.
This isn't in any particular order, but I've been very, very impressed by the facilities and by the attitude of the people that are working in those facilities, being incredibly open and wanting to hear what's going on in the UK, and open to conversation and suggestions for ways of working in the future.
That we're actually quite at the same sort of stage and kind of building that up, and the questions.
Well, I'm rather surprised, in a good way. I'm surprised by how forward-thinking people seem to be, how in lots of ways there seems to be a real desire to look for new ideas and new initiatives, that there's a real emphasis on supporting young talent.
And the questions that we're sort of asking back at Northern Stage are similar to the questions that people are asking here about how do we take it on, where do we move it, and how do we help artists come up from the bottom and through.
Their work with emerging artists is very, I think is particularly good. There's a lot of investment being made there, and the facilities are outstanding, and it's wonderful to see such commitment from a corporation.
I'm really surprised by those things. I think there's a perception in Europe that East Asian countries focus lots on the traditional, and I'm sure that's the case in many instances, but I'm really delighted to find that in Korea there's a real appetite for developing the young ideas and the young talent, and I'm really encouraged by that. It's been really fantastic to learn about that.
And I feel like I've got a much better idea now of the contemporary scene in Seoul, and what people are doing, what arts managers are doing to help develop that for the future.
I'm really quite excited about particularly some of the conversations I've had about dance and the visual arts, and how dance could explore visual arts contexts. We're doing a lot of work of that kind in Nottingham, and so I'm really thrilled to hear that there's a number of interesting organisations that want to do similar things.
It's thriving. It seems to be a really thriving industry. There seems to be a lot of interest and enthusiasm into creating new work and a new kind of identity for Korean work and everything as well.
I believe that art reaches out to do this, and that's what we're trying to do.